So many people ask me what the zoos have been like during lockdown. Well, first up, it's like this. It's really eerie and quiet. All the pathways are empty. And if you listen really hard, well, you can hear birds and you can hear lions roar. So you can hear the animals, but you just don't see and hear people. But there are people you see. You see our keepers, because we've still been hard at work looking after the animals, even though everyone else was at home. And so today, we're going to show you what we've been up to, what people have been doing while you're all away, and what you can expect when you come back. Alright, there is nothing quite as good as being greeted by all of these adorable faces, and I would love to think it's me, but it's actually you, Marnie, that they're so excited to see. Or the bucket.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the bucket and all the goodies that are inside. Yum!
Yeah, it smells fantastic.
Oh, of course, you know, it's nothing better that you
when the
smell.
mask really helps.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so let's not keep them waiting too long. What do we do here?
Alright, well, it's basically just a bit of a scatter feed just to get them moving and get them swimming around using those muscles and competing with each other to see who can get the most food.
Right.
So let's have a look what they do.
Whoa! These two are like their aunties. Oh my goodness. It's like everyone's on this, right? I don't know if you can see this one, but he's got about 6 pieces he's trying to juggle and keep all of them going up to the top. Like, it's just fantastic. So how's the otters been going other than just growing incredibly fast?
Well, yes, growing incredibly fast, absolutely, but the otters, they often spend a lot of time together, so it's always really nice to see them growing as a group.
Yeah.
So it's not just mum and dad taking on their own, they all have their own individual personalities, and it's quite fun to see them shine in their own way.
Well, if anyone hasn't seen these baby otters, you've got to get in quick because they're adorable. The butterfly house is just one of my favorite places, and on a day like today, oh yeah, there's nobody in here, and so it's absolutely quiet. We can just hear the running water. In Melbourne, this is your domain, the butterfly house.
Yeah, it's quite an amazing place, and it's in lockdown. It's actually one of the nicest places to hang out in, so we're quite lucky here.
In the whole world.
In the whole world. We got the whole butterfly house to ourselves. This is our office, so we've had a chance to improve our life cycle display and giving it an uplift as well. So we've had some live plants installed in here, some new rods as well. And this way we don't have to handle the butterflies as much as well. So it's a huge win for us.
Everybody's come and stood here watching. I've actually stood here for ages just watching a butterfly emerge from its chrysalis.
So the butterflies generally emerge at first light. So when the sun starts to rise, they time it with that. And within the hour, they pull themselves out, dry their wings, stretch out the wings, and then probably after lunch, we count every single butterfly, note how many different species emerge, and then we release them into the butterfly house.
Jill, we're here with these amazing group of gorillas. How are the gorillas going?
Yeah, look, they're doing pretty well. We're trying to keep things as consistent as possible for them, so we're still following the same standards and routines, which is going to be a lot more helpful for them when we start to see visitors come back to the zoo, if the same routines are in the same place. But Kenzie definitely misses that human interaction. You can see how playful she is with us now that we're at the window. Really keen to come down and get some interactions with people. So even the others are really curious to see what's going on. So they're one of our species that definitely does miss the visitors, and is going to be, happy to see them come back here.
These two boys came from Werribee Open Range Zoo, and they were little when they got here. I'm looking at them today going, how much have they grown in the last year?
You know, they're about 4.5 years old now, so yeah,
wow.
really grown, that huge big growth spurt. You can see the manes are far more defined now, and they're nice and muscly, beautiful adult male lions.
And they're roaring.
The roaring,
The
yes.
roaring, having that back in Melbourne Zoo is just such an iconic sound to hear lions roaring.
It's so beautiful. So we're hearing a lot of that long range vocalizing and roaring from the boys, which is really beautiful. Generally around sort of 8:15 in the morning. It's almost like clockwork. It's like they're saying, good morning everyone, this is our zoo and don't you forget it.
Seals are going to get a whole fish, so like we saw with some of the other animals, whole fish feeds, makes them do it much more collaboratively. They do look a little frozen.
So it's been an extra challenge for them. We put them in frozen to kind of draw out the length of the enrichment. So we only have 2 we're putting in today for the 4 seals, so there's a fair bit of competition we're hoping out there.
The zoo's been closed so much over this last year and a half. So initially we did see some changes with the giraffe and the zebra, a bit more alert when the zoo was so quiet, but I really think they've kind of adapted to that. So these last couple of times when the zoo's closed, we've seen them quite normal, basically. They're quite comfortable. They're doing their normal day-to-day things, as you can see.
Yeah,
it's breakfast time, so it's like any other day, munching on some hay, munching on some browse.
And little Clintoon, people
yeah.
would have seen Clintoon in Mega Zoo when he arrived here.
Yeah.
How's he going? He looks like he's getting
great.
huge.
Yeah, he's really
growing really
So
fast.
He's just over 600 kilos now, and when
Wow.
we first weighed him, you know, he was only 350 to 400 kilos, somewhere in that region.
So I think a lot of people have done that over lockdown, gone from 600, 400 to 600
I
or
think,
whatever the human equivalent
I'm
would
in the
be.
same boat as Clintoon
Yeah,
there, yeah.
Clintoon.
I'm not growing quite as tall though, so.
But he's like
it
one of those
balances out.
kids that's just shooting up now.
That's right, yeah.
It's so weird to have been out in the zoo without any visitors. We really miss you, and we're so grateful for your support. I hope you've had as much fun as I have just seeing some of the incredible work and the incredible experiences you can pack into one day at the zoo.